Greetings and welcome back to Banished. Okay, is this trader still here? No, he's gone. I'm not sure which one this was, but looks like it's winter time, and it looks like we are, well, almost at the limit for this, but I guess we ran out of, reeds, so let's switch over to hide code. And I was looking into what I'm going to be doing with the mines, the copper and tin mine. I'm probably going to be building it around here and around here. So I think I might build a huge tunnel to this area. Then I can build a small village right here, and we'll have one down here as well. And probably another tunnel that connects this. And also there's another thing, the placer mine. So I can easily put this next to these, this little river. So that'll be an easy source for precious ores. Even though I could also build a precious mine. It's not really that much more expensive. And I guess it also has gemstones. And the placer mine does not. But I guess we'll be placing that somewhere else. Because I don't want everything to be at the same location. I got a very large map to fill, so I gotta try and diversify my areas. So, yeah, well, just trying to figure out what I'm gonna be doing next. So we got this building now. We got a farmer. Okay, now who lives back here? One student. 21, it's still a student. That's odd. Thought people graduated at 20. Now I'm gonna need more stone, so I'm gonna put someone back in here. And that didn't work. Okay, now it did. I'm probably gonna need more iron as well soon. I have 87 left. Might have some iron ore as well. Let's take a look. Iron ore still got 100, so I could still put the smelter to work. But I guess we ran out of furnace fuel, so I'm gonna put someone in here in the fuel refinery. Just gotta make sure that he doesn't fill up all the materials down here. So I'm gonna lower it slightly so that it doesn't make 500 furnace fuel. And now the tailor is at his limit. I'm gonna get rid of him. Well, I'm gonna turn you into a blacksmith. You know what, let's up this limit. 200 tools, that's totally fine. I'm gonna up this limit as well. Well, I must say, things are still working properly despite the fact that I'm building a pretty in a pretty big area initially, so I'm gonna slowly start expanding with more and more villages, but it's still fairly small. Let's take a look at the map. So yeah, right now we got about this. wait, here we got the trading post. Here we got the mine, I guess. Oh, we're actually at the limit of the map. Oh yeah, I didn't really figure that one out, but we got another small area down here where we can put another small village. And we got this whole area down here, so yeah, we've only done this so far. And we've got all of this left, so I'm gonna have to figure out where I place what. And it does look like speed 5 is quite nice, so things are actually progressing. in the past I used to play on speed 2, partly because I did have some FPS issues when recording, but it seems to be fairly stable, so well, there's still some slight issues, but it's not as bad as before, and certainly while playing I have all the FPS that I need, so I think it's okay. Could still be better, but it's good enough. And oh yeah, we are also looking into making a brickworks, because we need bricks to make building supplies, and then building supplies for all sorts of things. I just can't remember what exactly. Let's take a look at these mines once again. No, these only need lumber. I got plenty of lumber, so that's no problem. What requires... the beekeeper died. Let's reassign these builders. Oh yeah, I'm not building anything. That's surprising. What am I gonna build? What could I build? Maybe I'm gonna start building the brickworks, I guess. I should have a bunch of clay now, maybe. Let's take a quick look. Clay. 60. Oh, yeah, I do. So that's good. I can actually build that thing. I think it needs 60 clay. Yeah, indeed. So, where do I place this thing? I guess it would make sense if I build it close to this area, since this is where I produce all the clay. And I don't think I need clay for anything else except for bricks. Or I could be wrong, but... well, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Maybe on the other side of this place. We are close to the small barn. That's actually not storing the clay at all. Surprisingly. Where is the clay? I guess it's going straight to the old castle. No. What about... no. Okay, where is the clay? It's so difficult to figure out where all the resources are. We got a trader on the way. So, maybe on the stockpile? Yeah, here it is. Okay, so I guess I really should be building a small stockpile down here as well. It's mostly gonna be for clay, so... let's first take a look what this guy has. Leghorns. Well, I already got chickens. I don't think I need leghorns, not yet. I'm gonna keep this a chicken village, so let's dismiss you. Okay, now let's build that small stockpile so that I can put all the clay down here. Or is there a... well, never mind. Stockpile... yeah, let's put that... well, I guess next to the storage barn would work, although we don't have that much room. There was supposed to be a road down here. I'm not sure where it went. I guess over here. So if I get rid of this piece of road, I can build a stockpile right there. I can also build a road like this next to the cemetery. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna go too far since I'm gonna be placing the brickworks somewhere around here. Okay, it's gone. So, stockpile. So I'm gonna make it about the same size as the storage barn, which is actually not that big. Okay, well I guess 3x4 will have to do. That's big enough to store a bunch of clay, so that's good. And then I'm going to be placing down the brickworks. Let's see. Down here, I guess, could work. Okay. We only got one builder, but it's not that urgent. Now, how much lumber do I still have left? Probably quite a lot. So that's good. We got a bunch of furnace fuel. Let's take a look how much. Or I could just... yeah, never mind. Just gonna put someone in the smelter. He'll be using all the furnace fuel, so I don't really have to worry about it too much. And we still have plenty of firewood, so that's all good. So yeah, slowly but surely we are reoccupying all these buildings, which is good. We got quite a few children and students, so that's pretty nice. Let's take a look at the statistics, or well, the graphs. There's, well, not really much to see, I guess. Oh, well, I suppose I could just... well, maybe 50 is too much. 25. So... yeah, we didn't really have any mass starvations, I suppose. Some people died down here. Some down here, actually. But it's going up again. Especially the total population didn't really drop, except maybe in the last few years, but it seems pretty good. We got a lot more children than before. Well, I guess it's because we got students about 10 years ago, but still. Well, it's good enough. And over here they are stockpiling iron ore, actually. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's because they are getting rid of these resources. Okay, that's fine. Got some firewood there as well. I hope this thing is big enough. I might need to get a real storage barn back here. Because it does seem like the small barn isn't exactly the same as the regular barn. It's not really general purpose, not as general as this one. Because I know in this one everything gets stored. Except for materials that can only be put on a stockpile. But for example, honey never gets stored in these small barns. Because, well, we got a barn. Oh, well, actually it is. Oh, well. Never mind. So it does work. It's good. And I guess I should also be starting to look into... oh yeah, that's what I needed. Building supplies to upgrade these buildings. So to make a clothier, or however you may need to pronounce it in English, I don't know. And we need a... well, one of these, a large smithy or a country smithy. It's the same, but it just looks different. I think I'm gonna go with the large smithy, simply because this is gonna be a major town. The country smithy seems to fit more with, or then again, the country smithy does look more Skyrim-ish, I would say. It sort of fits the theme, and this large smithy does not. This one seems to fit more with a harbor city, so I might have a large smithy in this area. I will build a second big town. So I don't know, but we'll have to make bricks first. We'll be using bricks and lumber because these are inexhaustible resources. Are we there yet? Well, we're actually getting close. It's going pretty quickly, despite the fact that I only have one builder. Oh, well, I was gonna assign another builder, but then a laborer decided to die. I might also start building some more houses, although I'd have to say that I have plenty of houses down here that are all only partially occupied. So I might not need one just yet. And for this I need homewares, so I'm gonna have to look into that. But then I'm gonna be needing the copper and tin mine down here. That's gonna be quite a big undertaking, as I'm gonna be needing a tunnel down here. I don't know, I could just put this copper mine down here or something and extract it immediately, but that's sort of boring. I think I gotta keep things a little bit plausible, because it would be somewhat odd if you could find iron, coal, stone, salt, copper and tin all in a small patch of land. That's like, well, not very plausible. So I want different areas for different types of ore. I think eventually I'm gonna get rid of this stone and salt mine as well, and possibly this one too, as I'm gonna be getting a real mine. Probably when this one is empty, I'm not gonna upgrade it, although then again, an upgraded one does allow ground to be reclaimed, so I guess it's still useful to upgrade it afterwards to get rid of it. Or I could just keep it intact as some sort of a monument, I don't know. Problem, however, is that it's gonna make it difficult to assign people to certain jobs, since these are all gonna be... Oh no, these are stone cutters, actually. But it's gonna mess things up if I want to assign people to certain jobs and they are gonna start working down here. So, yeah, I'll have to get rid of it once it's empty, unfortunately. And in the meantime, do we have brickworks? Yes, we do. We got one laborer. I guess I'm gonna... Oh yeah, and I do need furnace fuel for that, but I should have some. Oh, and I can make charcoal as well. And coke fuel. But I need bricks. This used to be a different building. Well, not only the aesthetics, but it used to be what was it called? I guess a charcoal burner, and then you had to upgrade it to a brickworks. So now we get everything at once. So yes, 13 clay, 3 furnace fuel, and I got an extra laborer, so I'm gonna put you in here so that I can get a bunch of bricks, so that I can also get the building supplier going. Now, I guess the problem is that the brickworks is very far away from the building supplier, but I'm gonna need bricks for multiple things, I would guess, so it's not that critical. And eventually those bricks are gonna make it to the building supplier, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue, I hope. It's not very efficient, but I'm honestly not too concerned about total efficiency. I want things to be sort of, well, fun, interesting, and I don't like min-maxing. And I don't like metagaming and all that sort of stuff. So I like things to be imperfect. Sort of. At least in some games. Right, well... I guess we got enough tools. I'm gonna get rid of the blacksmith. I hope it gets rid of the blacksmith. No, it gets rid of the smelter. So let's see if I can... No, that's unfortunate. Yeah, it would be sort of useful. Well, no, actually it might not be. I was thinking if every building had some sort of button that allowed you to assign more than one, like... Well, that would make it so that you can set some priorities to where people should work. I did that quite a few times with the forestry lodge, so I set this to 1 and people try to spread out evenly, and since I have 3 foresters, I think, yeah, they go work in the areas where I want more foresters, so that's unfortunately impossible down here. So what do? Try it again. Maybe it's gonna work. No, it didn't work. Well, this sucks. Well, you know what? Let's just keep on putting someone in here, and this person will reach the iron limit anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And what else do we have? I'm gonna need to put someone in the iron mine soon enough. I guess I can do it now. I got an extra laborer. And I'm gonna need to tweak this as well. Let's also put it to 5. There we go. So we have some more iron ore on the way. We got bricks on the way. We'll be able to make building supplies. I guess I'm gonna need to assign someone to the sawmill so that I get more lumber. I still got some lumber left, but once I start making building supplies, it's gonna go away quickly. Let's take a look. I got 260 lumber, so that's not that much. I had about 400 a while ago. Oh yeah, what about houses? I was gonna mess around with these, but they're all male, so I can't exactly force them to go live someplace else unless... let's see... No, it doesn't look like it would work. No, it's not gonna work unless this guy dies, which should be soon. Might build a new house. Where do I need a house? So we got one down here, that's fine. We got 2 down here, which should also be fine. We got a... Wait a minute. Could maybe force this person to go live over there. Let's see. Stonecutter, teacher. Let's see if we can move the teacher someplace else. Yeah, okay, he did. Did you move down here? No, you didn't. Well, at least this way we got another empty house with the 2 young people, so that's good. You know, it would be really useful if there was, for example, a fake upgrade button that allowed you to evict people. So you could have like... Well, yeah, it would be an upgrade button, but you wouldn't be able to upgrade, so the resources required would not be... You wouldn't be able to obtain, for example, the resources to rebuild it, so the house would never be upgraded or reclaimed, but you could evict people. That may be some sort of a workaround. And the shoreman died. Okay, I think this was the old person down here. No, actually it was the not so old person down here. The fisherman is still alive for a little while. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna be ending the episode here, so thank you very much for watching and see you next time.